Welcome back to Play and Trade Guitars. I'm John, that's Zach behind the camera, and this is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it. I've got an exciting one today, looking at the brand new collaboration between the Gibson Custom Shop and Epiphone. This is the Epiphone Kirk Hammett 1979 Flying V, inspired by Kirk Hammett's 1979 Gibson Flying V used on the early Metallica records. So cool. I'll tell you everything you need to know about this guitar. We're going to put it on the bench and pull it apart, talk specs before we plug it in and play it. At the top, do us a favor. Go ahead and use our link when you're buying any new gear. When you buy new gear using our link, you get fast free shipping, easy payment plans that makes buying new gear super easy, and you support our channel directly when you buy gear using our link. So thanks for doing that. Let's take a first look at the Kirk Hammett 1979 Flying V, available in metallic purple, and this one today in ebony. Super sharp looking guitar with some incredible features. Let's talk about it now. All right, so check this out. Here's the headlines. This is a collaboration between the Gibson Custom Shop, and you're getting some high-end features in this Epiphone guitar. Mainly, what I'm super excited about, you have these T-Type humbuckers. These are like an emulation of the T-Top pickups from the 70s on Gibson guitars. These are Gibson USA T-Type pickups. Big upgrade here. You also have CTS pots, orange drop capacitors, so nice upgrades in the electronics in general. And then you've got this beautiful ebony finish and gloss. And check this out. You've even got a 70s style volute on the back of the headstock. I love that. Let's go ahead and pull the strings off, and we'll take it over to the bench so we can get a deeper dive on specs before we plug it in. Pretty pumped about this one. Looks great. Another great feature at $12.99. It does include a hardshell case, and that's a big deal too. All right, let's hit the bench. Typical but very cool Flying V headstock, Epiphone on the large truss rod cover here. On the back you can see Grover branded tuners, and you get even this little bit of artwork with Kurt here with his Flying V up in the air. I love that. Volute is a nice touch on this guitar. Gloss poly finish, neck feels very comfortable, I'm digging that. And you have a piece of Indian Laurel for the fretboard in place of rosewood, but I will tell you that Indian Laurel is my favorite rosewood substitute. It feels really nice when you're playing it. Down here, check out this custom bridge. This thing is wild. You got these large screws and this whole kind of contraption here for adjusting intonation, which sits down in the body itself. These T-Type pickups, Gibson USA pickups, this is really a headline here. Really nice that they did this. And then you got your standard Flying V controls here. And we'll get the strings off so we can get some measurements on the neck, take a weight, and all that good stuff before we plug it in. Let's get to work. So Epiphone says we have a rounded C profile on this neck. Let's take some measurements. Nut comes in at 1.68 inches. First fret at 0.81 inches. Up to 0.91 at the 12th. So not super chunky. Mahogany body comes in at 1.58 inches. So again, a really interesting bridge here. You can see that the actual contraption here sits on these two pegs. So to adjust the height of those, they actually are kind of inset. So you can reach down with a screwdriver and adjust the height. But pretty unique looking bridge for sure. All right, let's check out these Gibson USA T-Type pickups. You can see it's marked lead Cal T-Type in bridge, and Rhythm Cal T-Type pickup in neck. 7.3 in bridge, 7.1 in neck, 3.6 combined. This V is right at 7 pounds. I will say the action from the factory is pretty high. You can see how much give there is there. So out of the box, I was getting the factory setup right. It came with the strings pretty high. Not unplayable, but I will tell you, I like this bridge, this custom bridge that they have on here. It makes it pretty simple to just grab a screwdriver and make that height adjustment. It's definitely appropriate that they call it a C shape. It does have kind of a nice, it's not a thick neck. I mean, it certainly doesn't measure as a thick neck, but it's got some good heft to it. And it feels like a pretty fast neck as well. Of course, the beauty of a V is you can get all the way up here to the top frets, no problem whatsoever. I like Flying Vs. They always have a nice, airy, resonant voice. So now comes the fun part. We're gonna plug this in, I'll show you cleans. Of course, we'll dirty it up, and then we'll let it rip behind a track. If you're in the market for this guitar or any other gear, click to buy using our link. I'm telling you, it makes it really easy to buy new gear when you check out the payment plans. You get fast free shipping, and every piece of gear you buy supports us directly, helps make these guitar demos. So thanks for hanging out with us. Let's get plugged in. On the other side of this performance, I'll give you my raw reaction and final score for the Kirk Hammett 1979 Flying V. Let's get to work. Super pumped. right, the Kirk Hammett 1979 Flying V, a lot of fun to play. I'll tell you what I thought about it. I'll give a final score in 3 categories: overall playability, overall sound, and overall value. Starting with playability, I really like the shape of the neck. They call this a C shape, and it's really easy to play this guitar all over the fretboard. Indian Laurel feels nice. Playability, I will detract a little bit. I don't often say a guitar has neck dive. I will say, I think maybe because the anchor point is just on the higher horn of the V versus the lower point on the back of the neck, and it just wants, it doesn't quite want to sit up, where when I play a Flying V, I almost feel like it's like a classical guitar where the neck is kind of should be a little bit higher to give you full access, and this one I just can feel it. It just wants to dive. And so that will detract a little bit from playability. But the neck itself, I really like the shape of the neck. Very, very playable otherwise. When it comes to overall sound, I'm a fan. If you want to push it and you want to get heavy, I really like what these T-Type pickups can do. I thought that was a brilliant move to put those on this guitar. Also, I will go back to playability for a second. Something about this bridge is super comfortable, especially for like chunky palm muting. Just the way this custom bridge sits makes it really easy to just lay your hand there, and I like that too. Overall sound, I like that they upgraded the electronics. Pickups are nice. Overall value, I'm happy that at $12.99, yes, it's a more expensive Epiphone version that's an artist, collaboration with the custom shop and all of that, yes. But for $12.99, I'm really happy about the Gibson USA T-Type pickups, and I'm happy about the hardshell case. So guitar prices are going up across the board. In fact, the starting price now for a Gibson USA guitar going forward is $14.99. So this is catching up with that, but you're getting things that are specific to this Kirk Hammett release, and you're getting a hardshell case. So overall scores, I would give overall playability on this guitar. Because of the neck dive, I do have to detract a little bit, and it did wear on my shoulder a little bit, trying to kind of keep it balanced. I'll go ahead and give it, I'd say an 8.2 on playability. Main detractor is that dive. It wants to kind of fall away from me. Overall sound, I like these pickups a lot for trying to thrash out and get heavy. Super happy that they did it. I'll go ahead and give it a 9.0 on sound. And then overall value, yes, it's more expensive at $12.99, but I think they did a lot of the right things. Still a little bit expensive, I will admit. So we'll go ahead and give it an 8.5 on overall value for a total score of 8.6 on the Kirk Hammett 1979 Flying V. Lots of fun to play. I'd say just watch for that neck dive, and it is a little bit heavier feeling on the shoulder, maybe because of the balance. I love the pickups. I love the sound. It was fun to play. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this guitar. And when you're ready to buy, make sure you buy any gear that you're in the market for using our link. You can find that in the description or the comments. You'll get fast free shipping, easy payment plans, and help us out directly when you buy gear using our link. So thanks to all of you for doing that. We'll see you on the next demo. Thanks for hanging out with me, and check out another video here. See you guys soon. Thanks for hanging. To have this anchor point higher than here, you see what I'm saying? Like,
where is the strap lock?
I feel like it's here.
Because when you were going to play, I don't think I've ever seen the cable,
No,
like that.
no. And I feel like normally it's right here. Which, if it's there, it ends up sitting like this, where the neck wants to stay up. But if you put it here, this is a higher point. This point is higher than this point. So if I don't fight it, it wants to hang like this. So I don't know. That's the only thing that bothers me. I mean, I guess you could re-drill it, but that's my score without modifying it.
Keep that in the video.
Oh, did you record that? Yeah. Oh, sweet.